second graders. It is Wednesday already, halfway through the week. We are going to be doing our language page 319 and 320. On the top, it tells you about entry words and that they have more than one definition sometimes, and each definition has a little number before it. So, for example, Mrs. King put a seal on my certificate. Did Mrs. King put a sea animal on their certificate? No. She put a sticker on it, and the word seal has two different definitions. The dictionary can help you understand how a word is being used. So right here, bark is a noun, and it can be the loud sound a dog makes, or it can also be bark on a tree. So here's one and here's two. So it says mark the circle next to the sentence that uses the second definition of bark. Well, which one's the second one? First, second. So we need to find the one that means the covering of a tree. So my dog began to bark when I left for school. That's not talking about tree bark. The bark on an aspen tree is white. That's the one we want. So we'll mark it. The next one says, mark the circle next to the first definition. So now we want the sound the dog makes. The loud sound a dog makes, or the outer covering of a tree. Well, we want the loud sound the dog makes. Okay, now number 3, it says write a sentence using the first definition of bark. So they want you to write a sentence using bark like the sound a dog makes. Like my dog will bark in the yard if someone comes to the gate. Then on the second one, they want you to write a sentence with bark using a tree bark. Like the tree bark was very thick and hard to peel off. So just write your sentences and then come on back. You can pause the video and we'll do the back. Okay, here we are on the back side. And here it says circle the R sound in each word. So earth. That's and earth. Bird. And bird. Hotter. And hotter. So go through and circle the special sounds that make the sound. You guys are good at the special sounds. You're going to have no trouble finishing that up. Okay, number 2, draw lines to match rhyming words. Now remember, rhyming words have the same ending sound, but they don't always end with the same letters. It's the sound. So wrist, swing, no. Wrist, hurled, no. Wrist, heard, wrist, verse, nope. Wrist, worth, no. Wrist, fist. Of course, it was that very last one, right? After going through all that. So you're going to go through each one of these and find a rhyming word. Number 3, draw lines to match the antonyms or opposites like up and down. So first would go with last. So that's all you're going to do. You're going to find the opposites or the antonyms. Okay, on to the bottom. Draw lines to match the subjects with the predicates to make complete sentences. So we want them to make sense. So a large shiny green bug gathered acorns and hid them? I don't think so. Picked up the dinner dishes? No. Crawled on my picnic blanket. That makes sense. Okay, so go through each sentence and match it over here to make a complete sentence that makes sense. All right, guys, have a wonderful Wednesday.